Gather close, for tonight I tell of a man who believed himself a sun around which the world was forced to revolve. He walked with a stride that shook the floorboards, wearing a crown not of iron or gold, but of fragile, shimmering glass. It was a brittle thing, much like his own soul. He draped himself in the wealth of his ancestors, using their hard-earned coins to polish away the stains of his many transgressions. To look at him was to see a masterpiece of deception, a ruler who traded substance for a hollow, glittering reflection.
He was a man obsessed with his own image, purchasing mirrors of the finest silver just to see his own vanity reflected back. He spent hours practicing his regal frown, convinced that his face held the wisdom of the ages. He spoke in riddles he didn't understand, nodding to himself as if he were the greatest philosopher to ever grace a throne. But a mirror only shows the skin, never the rot beneath. He was a captive of his own vanity, building a world where he was the only hero, blind to the shadow stretching out behind him. Beneath the floorboards of the palace, the iron chests sat gaping and empty. The gold was gone, spent on silk banners and useless trinkets, yet the music played on. His staff, terrified of the truth and desperate to keep their positions, wove a tapestry of lies. They whispered of imaginary trade deals and phantom harvests, shielding their master from the cold reality of his ruin. They painted the cracks in the walls and polished the tarnished silver, ensuring the king never smelled the scent of decay that was slowly rising from the very foundation of his kingdom.
The world knew him as a legend, a titan of industry and power, but the fame was a house of cards built on a foundation of sand. He possessed no skill for statecraft, no talent for trade, and no heart for his people. He was a performer, playing a role he had never rehearsed, banking on the weight of his name to carry him through the storm. He moved through his days with a desperate intensity, a gambler doubling down on a losing hand, hoping that if he acted the part of a great man long enough, the world might forget he was nothing at all.
Now he sits upon a throne that echoes with the sound of his own heavy breathing. It is a hollow seat, reinforced only by the silence of those who keep his secrets. The glass crown remains on his head, heavy with the weight of impending gravity. He knows, in the quiet moments when the mirrors are covered, that the fall is coming. He is a king of a kingdom made of mist, waiting for the first strong wind to tear it all away. The secrets sown in the dark are finally beginning to bloom, and their fruit is bitter indeed.